Size Super Simple Recipes number 39. Today we're going to do a smoky tomato pasta sauce. It's the easiest recipe ever, but it's absolutely delicious. So the first thing to do, put your oven on to 150, which is roughly 300 Fahrenheit, gas mark 2. I'm not sure because I don't use those systems, but 150, a nice low cook. Now I've got here about less than half a pound of lean beef, which I've cut into small half-inch cubes, maybe. I find that this dish works best in a glass or a ceramic oven dish. This one's got a lid, which makes everything easier, but you could do it in a ceramic or a glass one and just cover it with foil. It doesn't work very well in a metal oven dish because everything tends to stick a lot more. Now you can make this by grilling or frying some fresh tomatoes, de-peeling them and blitz them in the microwave, or you could get a tin of tomatoes and sorry, not in the microwave, and blitz those in your blender. You could use a commercial tomato based pasta sauce for this. I'm going to use a commercial passata, which is simply de-skinned, de-picked and blitzed tomatoes. There's nothing else in there really. And the trick with this is so simple. You need to pour on enough of the passata just to cover your beef. Don't need to go overboard with it. And make sure that you retain a little bit for the actual stovetop cooking. All of the flavour is imparted to the tomato by the cooking method, and we're going to stick this in a really slow, low oven for over 3 hours. It'll be, because it's on so low, it shouldn't burn at all, and what will be imparted to the tomatoes is the most wonderful smoky flavour. It will reduce and thicken slightly, and all that needs to go into that is a quick grind of salt, quick grind of pepper, and the tiniest drop of olive oil drizzled on the top. You put the lid on and you pop that in the oven for 3 hours, and we'll come back once that's finished. Our beef and tomato mix has now been slow roasted for a shade over 3 hours. Let's just see what we've got. And that's going to form the basis for our smoky sauce. Cool, I'll let that cool down and then we'll do the rest later. I've got some simmering water on the go ready for our pasta, and I've got the pan on, and we're going to start with a little bit of olive oil in the pan. I've got half a finely chopped onion, that will all go into there. We're going to get that softening up ready. We'll bring our water up to the boil, and I've got some cheese and ham tortellini just going to go into there. I'll come back once these have softened up a bit. Our onions are now softened up, so we're going to take the slow roasted tomato that we made earlier, and that's going to go straight in the pot. I want a little bit more of that passata we reserved off, just to loosen this mix a bit. The fabulous smoky smell coming off of that. Quick grind of salt, a little bit of pepper, and the fresh basil season's over unfortunately, so I'm going to use a little bit of dried oregano just to give that a bit of a flavour. I'm just going to leave that on a low heat just to simmer while we wait for the tortellini to finish. I'll come back once we're ready for that. So I've drained off the pasta. That just goes straight into the pan. Make sure that's all well coated. And that can all be dished up then. There we are. Oh, bloody lovely. Size, super simple. Smoky tomato pasta sauce. Job done.